TNS Power Cards Part the Second. You see, the first 20-minute video obviously was not enough to get all these sounds and cards out of the way. So here's part 2, and there's probably going to be a part 3 and a part 4 and a part 556 if I take forever to get to all these cards, but we'll see. Jokes aside, I'm expecting like 3 or 4 parts to this mini-series. Anyway, let's get on with it. Here are the cards we've already looked at in the previous video. We have been through a few, but I reckon we could go through a whole lot more than just a small pile if we get the cards done early. Like now, here is the Gosei Morpher, where I'll be putting the cards in. If you want an explanation of how these cards work, please watch part 1. I'm not explaining it in this video because, again, it will take way too much time, and well, basically just be running out of time to go through more of these, hence multiple parts. Right. First card I'm picking out at random is... oh, it's a Japanese card. Go. Okay, so that was a unique way to start. This card, or actually more accurately this barcode, belongs to all of the villain cards. And they all make that little pulsing noise. So the villains don't have specific phrases, they just make that weird pulsing noise. So if you have like a Lugi card, a Vrak card, doesn't matter, all the same noise. Custom card, graphite pencil. RPM green. Ziggy, the comedy-focused ranger of RPM, if I remember rightly. Big googly anime eyes. On the Zord. Thanks for explaining that, Disney. I would never have guessed that. I actually watched Love Go Wonder way back when. I think it might have been 2021. Blue Menorah. Graphite pencil. Card. Dillion. Yes, I do remember his name. I'm not a complete scatterbrain, as normally I like forget other things, but I can remember like trivial things like the names of these characters. Like, ew, look, if I need to actually, oh, I don't know, if I need to do some, oh, what's that? Do I need to upload a video on YouTube? I'll forget about that, but I'll remember the things I'm supposed to be reviewing off. Probably forget to. Point is, I forget certain things, but I remember other tinier things that probably don't matter. Another custom card, here we go. Jungle Fury, the generic sound for all the Jungle Fury Zord cards. And the support cards, because the Zord cards and the support cards share the same barcode for a team. So for example, you have your Samurai folding Zord card that also has the same barcode and the same noise as the Samurai support card, such as, I think it might have been Bulk, I think it was, but I don't think Skull got a card. In fact, when I was writing down these barcodes and what sounds they corresponded to, I remember I think it was Bulk. I got the Bulk from Samurai confused with the Bulk from Mighty Morphin, because they are technically the same character. Great. Another custom barcode. Let's go. Hanari Kotoha. That's wrong, it's actually Emily. What's the last name? I can't remember. Did they even give the characters' last names in Power Ranger Samurai? I can't remember. Oh, it's a Japanese card. This means this card has got a sound in here and a sound in the Tensuda. Tensuda review actually coming soon, by the way, when we actually manage to get out all the Japanese cards. And after we've been through this, of course. It's not a Gold Ranger in the Sentai. The Zeo Gold Ranger is actually black. And on the topic of black 6 Rangers, we need more of them, Toei. Give us more black 6 Rangers. I think King Ranger was the most recent one, unless I'm mistaking something. I don't know. There's a Japanese card. Hello. Have I got a bit of a rare case? Yeah, notice the lack of any sounds. That's because this is a barcode, and I think I brought this up before in the previous video, but some of these barcodes from the Japanese set of cards have barcodes that this thing does technically recognize, but there's no sound linked to this barcode in the American toy. However, you take the same barcode, doesn't have a sound in this toy, has a sound in the Japanese version. Just going to give you a quick sneak peek of what that is, just to prove this card actually does something. Hang on. And yes, I know I said in the previous video laminated cards do not fit into this, but it's going to have to for this video. Be fine. So you see, the card did not work in the American toy, but it did work in the Japanese toy. It said Bokuto Akushu, which means shake my hand. In case you're unfamiliar, there's a place in Japan called Theater G Rosso, in which they have, I think it's a space rented out by the makers of Sentai, Kamen Rider, well, the same company, Toei Productions, and Subaraya, I think, who make Ultraman. There's this running thing where they will do these live stage shows featuring the Sentai characters, often fighting against probably a stage exclusive monster. I think in some cases the actual Rangers get exclusive power-ups, which is always a nice driving force for the stage shows there. So, according to the little commercials they used to put out, no idea if this is true or not, but they used to have a kind of like a costume character version of the Red Ranger from a specific series. For example, this one would be Go Save Red, outside of the show building, and he'd like do like photo opportunities and, you know, shake my hands, hence Bokuto Akushu. Basically, this card here has a barcode that says Bokuto Akushu, which means this must have been given away at Theater G Rosso at some point. Hence the Bokuto Akushu noise. So that's interesting. They did used to give away cards at any opportunity. So we have this barcode from the Japanese collection. Works in the American toy. This is the morphing card. The card the Megaforce Rangers used to morph. Red, blue, black, yellow, and pink. And I think to an extent, I think the extending that, I think the Robo Knight card also has this noise, even though he doesn't use this morpher to transform. You see, that's the thing, because it's a running thing in Power Rangers and Sentai, I think Kamen Rider as well, where you can use a additional warrior. Like an additional warrior gimmick item in the core team's change device, and it will still work. So what else have we got? We've got Gokai Silver's key in the Mobiles, although it makes the Mobiles say like something like confused. It makes the Mobiles confused. You can use the Terragordon Zudenchi in the Gabu Revolver. You can use the Bill Drescher in the Tokyo Changer, and so on and so forth. Basically, 6 Ranger gimmick items will work in the core team's morpher or changer, which technically shouldn't work, but it does due to toy logic. Japanese card. Try again. Swap mode. Another Japanese card. Also, you've got to make sure these line up exactly, because I'm pretty sure the barcode reader is about here. So you've got to make the barcode just below it so it actually reads it. Because if it's out of place, it won't read it, like I just demonstrated that with the SPD card just now. Another swap mode, and we have, oh look at that, another Japanese card. Which will it go in? Yes. Wild Force Silver there. Merrick. It's been a while since I saw a Wild Force actually. Then we have another Japanese card.
Megaforce, red, power up.
Ultra mode. Then we're gonna use the one that was at the front of here because it was kind of peeking out at me, saying, "Oh, pick me." It's a Japanese card, as you can tell by the writing that I can't read. Just checking to make sure I actually can't read it, because I think there's some characters I do know what they mean, but... Ooh, thanks for that, Ninja Steel and Ninja. Yeah, because I think on some of the Ninja Power Stars from America, they have the actual Japanese little characters on them, like the character for Red, Blue, Machine, you know, those ones. So I actually know what some of these kanji actually mean, as well as the ones from Shinkenger and Samurai, because the little origamis with the kanji on, like, for like the water, fire, you know, the soul. Although they tried to pass it in America, they passed off the kanji for heaven as being the kanji for sky, which, yeah, I get why they have to do that, you know, to avoid like criticism and hate directed back at them. But it's more about criticism, really. I'm pretty sure it's not so much about hate, but it's more about criticism. Yeah, criticism. So they changed it. Yeah, I can understand why it's a running theme. Like, it's like renaming Ghost Ager to be like Megaforce, because they really couldn't find a way around that. Anyway, where was I? Here we are.
Lost Galaxy, Ranger.
This is the card for the Magna Defender. Mike, I think that was his name, yeah. Oh, custom card. Graphite coloured card. To simulate the look of a real barcode, and so this will recognise it as a real barcode. Still can't believe this works, by the way.
Operation Overdrive, Megazord.
Neato. Well, look, it's another custom card. Again, very neato.
Operation Overdrive, blue, power up.
The Defender vest there for the blue. Axel Tector from Japan. Nearly said America there, nearly confused me. Custom card.
Samurai, red.
Jaden, otherwise known as the carbon copy of Shiba Takeru. Takeru Shiba? Actually, I think his actual name is actually Jaden Shiba, so to an extent they technically do belong to the same family, because they've got the same last name. Ooh, look at that, how coincidental is that, everyone?
Ninja Storm, Ranger.
I think this one's for the both the Crimson Sunder and Navy Sunder Rangers. I think the Samurai Rangers got the one for green. I think that's what I remember. I think that's what I think anyway.
Time Force, red.
One thing I did notice is that the complete combined set of cards from Series 1 to 5, including the cards that were never released from Series 5, none of them seem to account for the Time Force power-ups for the Red Ranger and the Quantum Ranger. You know, the for example, the Fire one for the Red Time Force Ranger doesn't really account for a bunch of the other Disney exclusive power, except for the Dino Thunder one. I think it doesn't include the Ninja Storm one or the fact that the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger once used the Dragon Shield, but I don't know if that really counts. It counted in the Imaginex line. I think that's what I remember seeing, because I think it came with the with the big and non-transforming Imaginex Mighty Morphin Megazord from, I think it was 2015. So, you know, don't know why they never accounted for that. I'm getting some recollection of the Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger using the Dragon Shield, but I could just be hallucinating that like an AI.
Lost
Okay.
Dino Thunder, Megazord.
Dino Thunder. Megazord. You know, I was actually thinking about actually putting what these cards do on the actual front and on like the blank space, because the early plan for these cards was to have the same set compatible with both toys from America and Japan, until I realised though that these cards will not fit into the Japanese toy, so I decided to avoid having risk breaking it, because I don't want to break it. It's expensive. Right, here we go.
Dino Thunder, Yellow.
I don't think they really accounted for Super Dino mode either for the Dino Thunder cards, which, like, why not? Is that like a power-up mode, or is it counted as like an enhancement mode? I'm pretty sure if it's in like an enhancement mode, it won't be like if no armor gets attached basically to your ranger, it's not going to count as a power-up, which sucks. But all right.
Mystic Force, Red.
Just move it back into position and then close it.
Mystic Force, Blue.
I think I also remember reading that the Mystic Force Legend mode cards were also completely out of whack in terms of actually making them and releasing them, because I think only red and yellow got released in one series, and then I think people had to wait for another series for like the other three to get released. What was that? I'm confused. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Oh, it's a custom one that I coloured in from a blank template.
Dino Thunder.
For the Dino Thunder Zords and support cards. I say support cards for Dino Thunder, but they never really did any for Dino Thunder. Another custom one. Oh, and in case you're wondering what the custom cards will do in the Tensuda, I don't think I'm going to show this again. I don't think I've actually explained this before. I think I have, but just going to get to this quickly. The custom cards, like the ones I coloured in like this, if you put it into the Tensuda, this is a card it will not recognise, by the way. It'll just make like an error noise. These custom cards work in the American toy, but they won't work in the Japanese toy. Just to be clear about that. Because I don't think I'm going to be bringing that up again. Have I just done this one in here? I think I have, but...
Megaforce.
Yes, the Megaforce swords. Next one, another custom one.
Super Samurai. Red.
Super Shinken Red.
In Space, Silver.
Oh yeah, the one with the Mega Winger. I think that was his sword anyway, I can't really remember. I haven't seen in space, and my knowledge about Mega Range is practically zero.
Operation Overdrive. Yellow. Power up.
The Defender Vest Operation Overdrive Yellow never appeared in the show. Can't remember. I think it appeared in Bukenja. Never appeared in Operation Overdrive though, so I'm glad they included that. Unless, of course, I'm forgetting something, because this is Disney. I don't think Disney was afraid of giving the females battleizers, I don't think, but I can't be wrong. Okay. This is the last one, as we've hit the 20-minute mark, but Let's have a ganders.
Megaforce, yellow.
Yeah, Megaforce yellow. So that is all the cards I'm going to do in this video, because again each part will hit 20 minutes and I'm going to stop to avoid sitting here for hours on end. But we have done a considerably higher amount of cards than the previous video. So here are the cards we managed to do with this video. Fair chunk. Here are the cards we did in the previous video. Just gonna... So considerably more than the previous video, because in the first installment I was kind of just rattling on about Gumph, about how the cards work. But card size piles do not matter anymore. I'm just going to put them together in one pile. Here we are. So this pile here, all the cards we've done, we're making good progress so far, but there's still a lot of cards to go. I reckon we're about halfway through. I could be wrong. There's obviously gonna be a part 3, which is gonna be coming on whenever, what Monday, what Friday it will release on. I can't remember, because I don't have like a timetable for these videos. Boo! So yeah, more cards, another 20 minutes worth of more of sitting down listening to the sounds this guy's got programmed in. Oh, Birdo, you've fallen over, mate. Stand up. There we are. You basically, yeah, more cards, more stuff. Don't forget, after the Megaforce cards, the power cards, I'll be doing the Tensuda cards, as well as the Tensuda review by itself. And the reason why I'm doing that is because this doesn't really have as much playability as this by itself, and that's one of my main irks about the Tensuda. It really doesn't do much without the cards. Although I think, yeah, I think gimmick changes a lot. Unless you count the Mobile as a thing, that's... It's in the Ninja Japan tour, I think. I don't know. It kind of does vary. Maybe that's probably why they made this. Oh no, not that one. Probably that's why they made this one work with the TCG, the ACG with the cards. Hence the multiple modes. One final note. You can indeed use these Rippler cards. That's what I'm calling them. Yes, I know that's lifted from Common to Gotchard. Go with it. You can use these Gotchard Rippler cards with the ACG mode and it'll still work. Here's an example. That was stuck.
Power, level 3.
So it'll still work no matter what mode this toy is in, apart from Try Me mode, obviously. Because that just... It says Go Go Megaforce even without a card in there. I think in Try Me mode, yeah, in Try Me mode, yeah, even if you like put a card in, it'll still say Go Go Megaforce, like.
Go.
That's for the purpose of actually being in a store. So basically, that's the end of this part. Part 3 coming soon with more of these cards, more of these phrases he rattles on about. And yeah, we are getting closer to the Tensuda equivalent. Also, I hope you should be able to tell which one is the Tensuda and which one is the Go See Morph, because the gold colouring is slightly different. Also, the speaker holes are different, as you can see. So yeah, until then, give them some teeth. Actually, don't, because that'd be weird. But yeah, don't give them some teeth. This was the previous Morpher. 15 quid. Doesn't do much. Well, apart from open and close.